continuing to celebrate community colleges all month long, starting right here at LCC. And I'm sitting with the 2018 graduate, Lexi Ralya, who's going to talk about how LCC opened so many doors for her. How are you this afternoon?
I'm great.
It is so great for you to join us here. Now, you're a sonographer, but before you got into your career, a lot of that preparation took place right in this room, Lexi. So talk to us a little bit about how you got started at Lansing Community College.
Yeah, so right out of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I wanted to use LCC as a stepping stone, and I wanted to stay at my parents' home to save money. I was going to be paying for my own college, so since I had no idea where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, I started here, and after my first semester, I sought out help from an academic advisor to help me make a schedule to apply to a nursing program.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was amazing, and she asked me some questions and asked me what my interests were and why I wanted to go into nursing. After just a few minutes, she asked me if I ever thought about going into sonography. So she told me a little bit about it and told me about LCC's Diagnostic Medical Sonography Program. And I told her right then and there that I wanted her to help me make the schedule. So here I am, 6 years later, still doing ultrasound, and I absolutely love it.
A lot of people resonate with your story. There's a lot of kids, once you go out of high school, I feel like there's this pressure. You need to know what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you want to get there, and you have to have your entire life planned out. And I'm really glad that you said that you were in that position. You didn't know what you wanted to do.
Right.
It's no secret at how expensive college is and continues to rise. And there's a lot of people, I feel like, at home don't always consider that option of staying at home and really figuring out what it is that you want to do before you get in debt for it.
Yeah, I loved the idea of going to a university and living that life, but I knew that that wasn't necessarily an option for me, where like my situation. So I at least needed to do some years at a community college, and I ended up being able to do everything. I have 2 degrees from here, so a general associate's degree and then an associate's degree in applied science.
Now, can we talk a little bit about the hands-on facility and what it is that you actually do in this room?
Yeah, so once I got accepted into the ultrasound program, there is just a select few of professors. They're all extremely hands-on. I'm still in touch with them today. And we have ultrasound machines in this room here that we all practice on each other. And lots of challenging courses to learn all of the anatomy that we scan and what could be wrong, the different variants different people can have. And they assign you to a clinical site. So you're assigned at a hospital, like all over Michigan. They take into account where you live and your personality type for the size of the facility.
Oh, wow.
And you are there for about a year. And not all ultrasound programs have like machines that you can practice on before you get entered into that healthcare environment.
Now, something else you also mentioned is that you talked about the faculty and the professors and the advisors that really helped you. Now, thinking back to your time when you were here, was there any piece of advice that a professor or faculty member passed on to you that really helped and pushed you forward? Something that you kind of keep in the back of your mind?
Yeah, just patience. They were always letting us reach out to them outside of school hours. They still let us ask questions. They were so patient with us. Like at first, thinking back, just a simple scan of like your aorta, it's like the simplest thing, and I would just keep asking, like, is this the right image? Like, and they were just so caring, and they would take our hand and really just guide us through all the organs, and they were just so sweet and kind to us. It made it such a good learning environment.
Do you have a piece of advice for a student at home who's perhaps having the same situation that you did? Perhaps they can't afford to go to a university right now at this moment, or they're not exactly sure what path it is that they want to take. Do you have a piece of advice for them as well?
Yeah, just really just consider all your options. It's not all about that party scene at a university. It's about student loans and the actual career that you chose. So with me doing all my schooling here in my 4 years, I have already been able to pay off my student loans and find a career that I wanted. So it's just such a blessing that I was able to do that.
Yeah, a blessing indeed to have no student loans.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Lexi, for talking to us about Lansing Community College and just telling us how to explore the different options that we have right here in front of us. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.